Welcome to the Noah Brewer Advice YouTube channel. If you want to get on a call with me and be featured on this channel or in private, the link is in the description. Thank you. So today we have a unique edition on the Noah Brewer Advice coaching channel. As you know, Clickfunnels has made me millions of dollars with different programs, courses, agency services, these types of things. And my good friend Bruno here wanted to get on Clickfunnels, and he has made a ton of money flipping real estate, wholesaling, buying, holding, like basically everything real estate. And he wants to get into, making educational products for real estate. And I'm like, yeah, it's basically the same thing that I did for, e-commerce agency, e-commerce coaching. So what we're going to be going through today is kind of like a summary overview of how to use ClickFunnels to make millions of dollars. Mostly with info products, but this could also work with, courses, coaching, agency services, done for you services, like that kind of stuff. And this is going to be like A to Z. I'm going to show Bruno how to set up his account. I'm going to show him how to actually modify a funnel and what a good funnel looks like. I'm going to give him templates that he can use that I've already proved out with my coaching and my agency, that he can go in and customize from there. So yeah, this is going to be probably a little bit longer of a video, or a coaching call. But another thing that I want to say is everything we talk about in this call, I'm actually going to turn into a course. So if you want the course, it's actually 100% free. All you have to do is click the link in the description and get the sign up for the ClickFunnels 14-day free trial with my affiliate link. And then once your sign up comes through, I'll go ahead and email you the course. Like I said, it's 100% free. It's a 14-day trial. And if you like the course and you want to use ClickFunnels for your business, stay on. It'll go towards, supporting our channel, supporting our team. So that's what Bruno did. He canceled his other ClickFunnels account, re-signed up under mine. That way he can, get the coaching and the course, which the course isn't made yet, which is why I'm coaching him. But yeah, let's get into it. Bruno, how can I help you, sir?
Brother, the king, I need all your help, man. So I got a lot to share with the world, and I suck at sharing it. I'm getting good at putting the stuff together, but I'm not very good at getting people to click on my stuff. So I'm hoping that you can help me with that. My first product that I put together was a intro to property management for managing your own property. So self-managing, how to do it with no headaches, how to not get any calls from your tenants at 2 in the morning, how to not deal with BS evictions, and how to do it the right way, learning from my years of experience. And I've made all those mistakes myself. So I put all that knowledge together. And I'm trying to find a way to package it. And I'm hoping you can help me with the funnel part.
Cool. So there's really two things that I recommend to start making money, with ClickFunnels. And if you want to use ClickFunnels for your business, um, there's kind of like a mindset that you have to follow with it. Which, basically to go deeper into it, obviously I'll go deeper into it on my course, which I'll give to you, Bruno, of course. It's the easiest website builder to keep on hand to just whip together websites like super fast. So like, let's say that you have a product or a service, or you want to sell coaching calls for whatever reason, or you want to sell an ebook, like a random ebook, or you want to give an ebook for free. Like ClickFunnels allows you to just like whip up a page in like 30 minutes and just put out that offer into the world and collect emails, collect money for those. So it's really, really helpful to just keep it on hand so that you can just whip up websites and single page sites just to test whatever at all times. Um,
Got it.
it also allows you to make and manage opt-in pages to grow your audiences, like basically, building email lists, phone number lists, collecting, dedicated leads. You can sell things on the product, on the pages, and actually make money through ClickFunnels as well. So, these are things that I constantly have running for my companies. Like I constantly have opt-ins with offers out there. I'm constantly testing new opt-ins. So that's kind of like my mindset with ClickFunnels was like, the reason every business owner should have it is because it allows you to like test things super duper quickly. And I would say it's not the best like end all be all website for hosting a course, selling coaching, all that stuff, but it is the best way to get started and, kind of like figure out product market fit. And it's good to have on hand. So if you're testing new things, like it's really helpful for that. So there's
Okay.
two things I need from you, Bruno, today, which I think you already have. But it's going to be an ebook or like some sort of offer that you can give away for free, which I think that we talked before. You already had an ebook.
Yep.
So you already have an ebook, which is perfect. In my course, I'm going to have a training on how to make one. But here we're going to talk about how to make the ebook funnel, give you my template, show you how to customize it, yada, yada. And then a paid service funnel. So I'm going to help you start setting this up. That it basically needs to be a paid service with a product name. Like, what are you calling your package? What's the result that they're going to get by buying it? What's the deliverable and what's the price? Do you have all that stuff put together?
I do. I actually put the whole course together on ClickFunnels 2.0 before I talk to you and use your affiliate link. So I have it all packaged up and I can show you what I got. But we can move it to wherever we have to move it.
Perfect.
And
So, I mean, if you have those two things, like a free funnel and a paid funnel, that's all the things I'm going to cover in this course, and that's all anybody needs to start making money. So, um, let's go ahead and get started on the basic account setup. There's a couple things that I would like to help you with. So, whenever you can, just share your screen.
okay. Do you mind if I transfer to my desk inside real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's get it.
Okay, let's go.
You're cooking.
All right, in the top right, like very top right, you have your account. Go to account settings. So this is like basic account setup. You already did billing and all that stuff, right?
Nah.
Okay, well, you can set up billing, but you should do that so that when it goes to bill you, it doesn't fail.
Oh yeah, I did set up billing. I thought you meant payment processing.
Integrations, what are you using for email marketing?
Um, Beehive.
Oh,
I
go
can
to
switch it up though.
go to integrations. Click add new integration. I highly doubt that Beehive is on here, but you can search it and see.
Nah.
Yeah, no shot. So
All right. What's the best one?
what you're probably gonna have to do is Beehive is really, really good for a newsletter.
Okay.
All right, so that's good for your newsletter, but for something like if you're running lead gen with ads or something, I would recommend Active Campaign.
Okay.
Which if you don't have an account yet, you're gonna have to go make an account, and that's like a whole other thing. So
That's
I would
fine.
just write down somewhere to make an account with Active Campaign. And then what you can actually do is you can make it so that whenever somebody comes from ClickFunnels, they go into Active Campaign. And then whenever somebody goes into Active Campaign, you can have them automatically go to Beehive. So you can kind of get them on both platforms, Active Campaign and the newsletter.
Okay. So it's basically gonna go ClickFunnels to Active Campaign to Beehive, right?
Right.
Bet.
And that's how you're going to funnel like the emails and the contacts and stuff. And then once you make your Active Campaign, do you understand API keys and API URLs and stuff?
I do.
Yeah. So you get your API key and stuff from the Active Campaign account, just put them here, it'll integrate.
Okay.
And then I'll show you the part on the actual funnel where you integrate it with a list and stuff like that.
All right. Bet.
What about payment processing? Do you have Stripe?
I signed up with the Payments AI platform, but I have a Stripe that I can use. Is
Okay.
that what you recommend?
Payments AI is only ClickFunnels 2.0.
Gotcha.
So do you have a proper LLC for this or
I
no?
do. Yeah, EIN, everything.
Yeah, so what you want to do is go to stripe.com and just make an account directly with Stripe.
Okay.
And then you're going to want to go to payment gateways. And then once you're on payment gateways, you can connect your Stripe account directly into ClickFunnels, which allows you to collect payments through ClickFunnels and also do subscriptions.
And that's gonna be in here.
Hmm.
All right. So when the time comes, I'll oh, I can create Stripe right through here. That's perfect.
Yeah, I'd probably recommend doing it directly through Stripe though,
Okay. Good to know.
because sometimes they could mark you as you came from ClickFunnels, which could be a red flag.
Mm. Like they might hold my money.
Yep. And then what about domain setup? Do you have a domain for this business?
I do.
Did you buy it through ClickFunnels 2.0?
No, I bought it through name Squarespace or something.
Okay, perfect. Do you want to connect it in here with ClickFunnels?
Do you think I should?
Yeah. Can you
Yep.
go open up a new tab and log into it real quick?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, this is like whatever domain you're going to use for your sales pages and your opt-in pages.
Got it.
And it's very smart. You bought it through a third party because I never recommend that people buy domain names through website builders or anything like that. You should always get it from a domain company.
Cool. Yeah, so I got this one right here, brunobuys.houses.com. Um, and do I integrate it through here somewhere?
Yeah, so here you just go to domains and follow the instructions.
Do you want me to do this with you now live?
Yeah,
I'm actually not on Cloudflare. Do I have to?
no, I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay.
For things like opt-in pages and sales pages, you don't want Cloudflare because it adds like an interim between you and the funnel, which is like that's the whole point of a funnel is to keep it very direct and easy.
Cool. So let me go to my DNS. You go to my,
Just add a record.
yep, pretty sure it's a C name.
Yeah, CNAME www and then paste the target.
Save. Invalid. I don't believe you. Target.clickfunnels.com. Maybe I need to put the period. Sometimes they do that. Any idea?
Um, it's a CNAME record, right?
Pretty sure. Yeah, CNAME, www.target.clickfunnels.com. You want me to attempt automatic setup?
Yeah, try that.
Oh, look at all this.
I don't know if they're integrated with Square Pay. Oh, they are. Good.
Bet.
Should be easy peasy then.
What's my fucking 50/50? That might not be the right one.
Should use GoDaddy, bruh.
Oh yeah? Now I know. You
GoDaddy.
gotta you gotta put that in the course. Yeah, when's your YouTube video dropping, bro?
Which one? Bruh.
Hmm. Let me just see what they give me for advanced bullshit here. Oh, it's not supported. Cloudflare, GoDaddy, Namecheap, Bluehost.
It says Squarespace is not supported.
It says this is a list of the supported ones. And then it says if you do not see it listed above, reach out to your registrar for support. Which is strange. Let me just try this again. That's very weird that this isn't working. Let me just
Manual setup. Or you want to stop the recording? I'm gonna use the bathroom.
all right. That shit's whack.
Morning Dookie is calling, bro.
All right, brother. Go do your business. I'm gonna try to figure this shit out.
All right. If not, then you can transfer your domain from Squarespace into GoDaddy, but it takes like a week. So
Yeah.
I'll be back in a minute.
All right. Let's see if this works. So
Yeah, so either transfer it or you're gonna have to talk to somebody later.
it's fine.
Okay. Email, we talked about active campaign, payment processor, Stripe, domain setup. Have you set up an affiliate account with ClickFunnels yet?
No.
I would go and do that real quick.
All right, let me screen share again. All right.
So if you click again in the top right, there should be an affiliate center thing, affiliates. So here you should be able to make an account to earn 40% monthly recurring commission. So this basically it says it starts at 20%, but once you create your account and stuff here, which you don't have to do it right now, but I would definitely get it set up. And then if you ever have any friends or anything that want to get on ClickFunnels, like especially once you start making money with it, you'll probably have people asking you how the hell you're doing it.
Thanks.
The affiliate accounts are like really, really good. Like I've been making $100 to $200 a month with it for the last like 5 years. Which obviously
$100.
it covers my ClickFunnels subscription, so I use ClickFunnels for free. But also, I mean, it's crazy like the amount of money that you can make from this.
Look at this.
Yeah,
Click.
if you get 100 people, they give you 500 a month towards your car payment.
That's awesome.
It's just like a little bonus thing. Um, but
Cool. So I'll
yeah.
do this in my own time.
All right, so that's basically all the accounts set up. So now let's go to you can click ClickFunnels on the top, and then there should be a drop down that says funnels. Just
Boom.
funnels. And then let's click build a new funnel. Now, one thing I'll say is that something I do every single funnel I do is I always click collect emails. I never use ClickFunnels templates first off. Like in the background, you can see that there's like a bunch of templates. I never do that. So just click collect emails and then name it. You can call it whatever. You can just call it first funnel or test funnel or something. This is where you're going to be testing, all the different features and learning how to use ClickFunnels basically. And then a group, you can create a group for your brand, but honestly, this is like, you don't need to worry about this right now. Build funnel. And then it'll take you to a page where you can pick a template. Like I said, I never use ClickFunnels templates. So go to miscellaneous and then just search templates and just type blank. Yeah, blank start fresh. Yeah, just click that. So the only time you can't do this is if you're making an order form page, then you have to pick one of the order form templates and then delete everything. It's a little annoying, but all other times, like if I'm doing an opt-in page or a webinar page or like an info page, I always start from scratch and just build it myself because with the ClickFunnels templates and also a lot of the templates you get online, there's going to be like custom code integrated. There's going to be metadata and stuff that you're unable to change. And I would just recommend starting from scratch so that you can avoid all of that. And then if you need custom code and stuff like that, then you either don't do it or you get something like ClickFunnels Pro Tools, which can give you the tools that you need to do whatever you want to do.
Gotcha.
So there's a couple like very basic things that you want to do initially. If you click publishing, or actually, you know what? Click settings in the very top right. So this is the funnel name. This is where you set up your domain. So once you have a domain, you can click the domain here and click the domain that you picked. You can go put a head tracking code. So this is where you put like your Facebook pixel head tracking code. And then each page also has a separate place where you can put like event codes. And then the favicon URL, that's like the little picture that's in your tab. So you can upload a picture into ClickFunnels and then get a URL for that picture and then paste that here. And that's how you customize the little image that's in your tabs.
Very cool.
So you can do all this when you're done with the funnel. I don't mess with integrations on this page like at all.
Got it.
So I just wouldn't even waste your time on that. And then if for whatever reason you want to share this funnel with somebody and you want to give it to somebody else, you can do it with that share link. Like that's what I'm going to do for you when I give you my templates.
Awesome.
And also I believe the affiliate is tied into that. So if you share it with somebody and they join ClickFunnels and use it, then you get paid as well.
Fire.
So you can click save on the bottom. If you scroll all the way down, save and update. And then if you're done with a funnel and you just want it out of your dashboard, you can also click out archive funnel and it'll get rid of it. Yeah, so go back to steps.
Where's that here?
Yeah. So that's the settings for like this entire funnel. So you can have multiple pages under each funnel. Those are the settings for all pages. Now we're going to look at the settings for the individual page. So if you go overview automation publishing, just click publishing. So here, this is where you change the funnel step name, which this is helpful if you have like different pages, different packages and stuff. You can just call this like test one or something. And then the URL path, this is what's actually in the URL. So I would always customize this, and no two URL paths can be the same. So if you do /course, that's the only domain that will ever be /course. And if you make another course, you'll have to do /course1.
I see.
So I would just call this like test one. Yeah, exactly. So update funnel step. And then in terms of like all this extra stuff you see on the bottom, like I don't mess with any of it. I use third-party emails. I don't use ClickFunnels emails. Like I said, I use ActiveCampaign and Stripe for processing. I don't really do anything inside of ClickFunnels except host the actual website.
Cool.
But there is one more place, and this is very important, where you have to edit the path. Right next to where it says edit page, there's a little settings button. Click that little settings gear.
Is it this one?
No, it's the
Oh,
orange.
I see.
Yeah. So so basically there's a URL path for the whole funnel, and then there's a URL path for the funnel page, and then there's also a URL path for the funnel page variation.
Mm,
There's three paths that you have to customize for every funnel you build, and then for every page you build, there's two paths you have to customize.
okay.
So you already called the other one test one, so you have to call this one like test one two or something. Yeah, some variation. And
Okay.
update that. And then you can do something called split testing. So if you click create variation, and this is why there's another path, you can just create a duplicate page, and then it'll be two different URL paths. So now if you click the one to the right, you'll see that it's different. It's probably testing one with a bunch of numbers after it. Yeah, just click the gear. Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, whenever you're setting up a funnel, just make sure that you have the paths correct. Because you don't want it to be like slash opt-in or slash miscellaneous. Like they always do random things. So, and then, now that we're on the topic of split testing, you can basically select, you want 50% of traffic to go to variation two, 50% of traffic to go to variation one. And then you can see the results. Like if you're doing an opt-in or if you're doing a sales page, you can see which one has a higher conversion rate in the statistics settings. If you scroll up a little bit and you click stats, if you click the little arrow next to test one, so it'll show you your two variations and what the conversion rate is for each of those.
Cool.
Yeah, so if you want to split test opt-ins and stuff, that's how you do it. Um,
Got it.
that's pretty much it for like the basic, like creating a funnel and making sure all the settings are correct, setting up the domain, doing all the paths. So every time you make a funnel, you just have to go through this whole process again. Now let's go ahead and make a header and footer. So go to steps.
So I go back.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then click edit page. We'll just do the control one. I mean, we're not going to publish this funnel ever, so
yeah.
cool.
Beautiful.
So are you familiar with the green, the blue, and the orange boxes?
Relatively, I know green is the page, blue is a section, and orange is an element, right?
Green is section, blue is column or row, one of those, and then the orange thing is what you actually switch out with the content.
Gotcha.
So what we want to do, and this is what I do like anytime I go into a new ClickFunnels account, is you always want a header and a footer pre-made that you can just pull templates from. So this is going to be on the top of like every front-facing website that you make, and it's just going to make it a lot easier when you're duplicating pages and making full funnels, so you don't have to keep on recreating the same header and footer. So
Got it.
we'll kind of make like a mock-up one, and then down the road, you can customize them however you want and just do this again, but we'll just make like a basic one right now so you can see the process.
All right.
So go ahead and click the plus button on the green box. Wait.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I totally forgot. I didn't finish all the funnel settings actually.
All right. You want me to go back?
Something. Yeah. And then we'll just jump back to that part.
Cool.
All right, so to finish up setting a funnel, like I said, you have the settings for the overall funnel, the settings for each funnel page, and then you have the settings for each actual page, like where you edit the actual content. So if you click the orange edit page button, there's a bunch of settings in here that every single time you make a funnel page, you have to go in and modify. So they're not too crazy, but yeah, if you go to settings, integrations, this is where you're going to connect ActiveCampaign. So once you integrate ActiveCampaign in here, on the opt-in page, connect it. You click a list, like you create a list inside of ActiveCampaign, and then you make an automation and you connect it here. I think the next one is tracking code or SEO metadata. So this is if somebody Googles, Bruno buys houses, or if you share your URL like in Facebook Messenger, if you do those things, then this is what's going to show up like in the preview.
Okay.
So I would recommend on every single page that you make, at least that's public facing that people can share in Google, you should change the SEO metadata title and the author name. And those are the only two that you really need to customize. But if you can add an image and keywords and descriptions, especially for a page that's going to be public, that's best because it'll help with SEO and stuff like that. But it's not super important. So,
Cool.
yeah. And the next one I think will be tracking code. So this is where you can put the individual event tracking code for each individual page. So let's say on one page you're selling a product for $50 and on another variation you're selling it for 20. You can have different thank you pages that have different event codes on them so that one of them will show a value of 50, the other one will show a value of 20. And usually I do it in the footer code. I mean, you can test yourself on where to put the event tracking, but I've always done it in the footer code. And then the header code I just put on the funnel settings, and then it automatically puts it on every page.
Got it.
The next one is Facebook pixel. So I personally like to put in the Facebook pixel manually, like the old school way if I can. But if you can't and you don't know how to do that, if you go into like basically back into the ClickFunnels overall account settings, you connect your Facebook account there. So I think if you go to integrations and then Facebook. Yeah. So you have to connect your Facebook through this and connect your ad account, and then that's how you can connect your Facebook pixel if you're not doing it like the old way with hard code.
Got it.
Custom CSS, I would recommend, especially if you're using templates, to double check this because if you're using templates, there's a good chance that there's custom code in here, and it's going to mess you up if you're trying to change anything and do stuff like that. So, yeah, templates with custom CSS, unless you know CSS, I would just stay away from it. So yeah, we can go to the next section. I think that's pretty much it. There's one more thing at the bottom. I mean, obviously background is going to be like your background color, your background image. Usually I like to do like if you click the photo next to background image, there's some presets. So if you click background, there's going to be like a ton of presets from ClickFunnels. So usually I'll use like one of the white ones with like a subtle design. So it's not like I usually use that one, the one that you have selected now. And I'll just throw that in here. You can also put a background image on each section. But I would recommend just doing an overall one. And then actually, this is not the one that I usually use, but this one works too.
Cool.
And then the typography is just the fonts and stuff that you're using as like in the link color. So you do want to set this up if you're trying to do a custom font, like a specific font. And then the setting that's below this one, there actually is something pretty important that you want to do in general. And you want to hide the affiliate badge. And then, which you can show it if you really want to. It's basically like it'll show up on your site. And if somebody clicks it and they join ClickFunnels, then you'll get a commission. But like you're in real estate, like there's a very small chance anybody's going to click that. So
Right.
just hide it on every page. And then search engines. This is important because if it's an opt-in page where you're collecting emails, you want it shown. But if it's the page where you're delivering the ebook, you don't want that shown.
That makes
So
sense.
if it's like a private page that you're trying to hold back from people, then here you have to click hide. Otherwise, it's going to show up when people search it on Google.
Got it.
And then templates and stuff, don't worry about that too much right now. And that's all the settings that you have to do like before you can actually start building the funnel and creating content inside of each page.
Got it.
Cool. So now Yeah, just click the green button. We'll just continue back from where we left off. For header and footer, I always do full width. To be honest, I almost always do full width either way. And you can always change it if you click the settings on it. You can easily change the size inside of the section settings. How do you want your header to look? Do you want to actually, fuck it. We're not even going to worry about it. You can change it later, right?
Okay.
Just do a one row and then let's add an image in there. One column row and then just add an image. Cool. So upload an image, ideally your logo, but if you don't have one yet, then just put something.
All right. Look at me.
Let's go. Yeah, so for you, since it's like a Bruno buys houses, I'd probably just make a text logo of your name, or a text logo. Like it could be Bruno Maloof and then BrunoBuysHouses.com right below it, like maybe in a different color, whatever your brand color is.
Cool.
And that can be your logo. So add image. And then let's change the size of the image. So only change the width, put the width at like 250. I think for headers and footers and stuff, if you have a normal size logo, 250, 200 to 250 is going to be like the best size, but you can obviously just eyeball it. Obviously, you have a square image, so it's going to make it huge. Um, yeah, this is fine. And then go to advanced. Let's see. Nope, this is good. So go to the settings for the green area, the green settings for this section. And then let's do background color. Let's make it white. And you can use the preset white color there, the background color white on the top.
Gotcha.
There you go. And then click advanced here. And let's add a drop shadow. So add a drop shadow of like 20% drop shadow. There you go. So that's going to make it pop a little bit, but the top part's not going to show. It's only going to be the bottom part. And then click settings. And then the padding. So bring the top padding to 0 and the bottom padding to 0. So we want like a little bit of room there, but not the ClickFunnels defaults, because if you build a whole page with default padding, everything's going to look super spaced out and awkward.
Gotcha.
And you can do this for sections, rows, and I believe you can do it on elements too, where you can modify the spacing. So let's go back and let's get rid of this fresh start section up here on the green. And that should bring our section right up to the top. So
Boom.
obviously, if that was a logo, this is like a good header. And if you wanted links in your header, which I probably wouldn't recommend it because if your goal is to funnel people, you don't want them getting distracted. But again, it depends on what the funnel you're building is. Then you can just put like 2 rows and then have your logo on the left and the links on the right, right? So you can customize this however you want.
Gotcha.
But hover over the green area here and then just click Save as Template. It's going to be one of the settings. I think it's right above the trash bin.
On this? Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
save. Yeah. And then call this header 1. You're probably going to go back and delete this and whatever, but just save section. Cool. So now
Cool.
on any ClickFunnels page in this ClickFunnels account, you can now just go in and just click the green arrow. I mean, click the green plus and then go to My Sections. And boom, you can just add it in. It's super easy, right?
Facts.
So then you're going to want to do the same thing for the footer. Now in the footer, it's going to be the same exact thing. You know, you can honestly just keep this and just change out the logo. I would probably do 2 rows on the footer at least.
Okay.
So yeah, just click the plus on the blue and then we'll do 2 columns and then duplicate that picture and drag it to the right section. Clone. And then over to the left, let's click navigation. So add new element and then let's add a navigation. So it's really, really good. It's a really, really good idea to, in all of your footers, add in terms of use, privacy policy, refund policy, refund slash shipping policy if you're selling products, and then an earnings disclaimer, especially if you're doing, make money online or make money with real estate. Like you definitely need an earnings disclaimer, and these should be in the footer of every single page that you do. Not only does it legally protect you, but there's a lot of advertising platforms that require this. And if you don't, like, for example, if you try to run Facebook ads and you don't have these pages, they will ban your account.
Damn.
So while you don't need a header on every page, like you can have a funnel without a header, I do it all the time. You need a footer with links to your legal pages.
Got it.
Very important. And speaking of legal pages, I have a template for you that I'm going to go get right now and send you the link.
Let's go.
You can make the legal pages like any way you want. It really doesn't matter. You can use my templates. You can make your own templates from scratch, like if you want it to look a certain way. But I'll just send you the templates that I have right now. So at a minimum, you can use it to compare
Where are you gonna send them?
the Zoom chat.
Oh, cool.
So when you go here, just copy this link and open it in a new tab. Yeah, so just make sure that you open it, add funnel. And I would recommend hosting your legal pages not in each funnel that you have, but I would have one funnel that has the legal pages, and then you can link to that one funnel from all of your other funnels, if that makes sense.
Yep, that makes sense. So basically, if I go back here,
Yeah, so if you go back to funnels, you can save this footer as a footer template, but again, you're going to go back and change it later, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So just click save. No, not there in the top right. Yeah. So save that. You don't need to change metadata right now. Click exit in the top left, and then go back to your funnels, like Clickfunnels and then funnels. And then the legal pages will show up right here.
Boom.
Yeah, so click that. And then here we go. We have privacy policy, earnings disclaimer, and terms and conditions. So let's say that you wanted a refund policy, then, or like, this is all that I needed because I wasn't shipping products. I probably would recommend having a refund policy either way, but you can, for example, click clone funnel step in the bottom right, and then go to publishing and just change this title to refund policy, and then change the path to refund policy. Which I might add a refund policy in this template for the future guys that are watching this. But yeah, update funnel step. And then you have to click add to funnel in the blue.
Where's the? Oh, I see.
And
And
then
then
also don't forget to modify the actual control path as well with the little settings gear.
this one.
Yeah, there you go. Update page. Cool.
Yeah.
So now you basically just take those URLs, like the URL that you see on the top there, and copy that, and then go back to the other funnel where you had your footer. Let's edit the page. And then, yeah, click the element of the navigation and change, refund policy, whatever. And then whenever you're doing links inside of ClickFunnels, get rid of the hashtag and then put the link. And then, yeah, one thing with ClickFunnels is at the end of the URL, it adds that space, just delete the space.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass, but they never fixed it. So it is what it is.
Cool.
In my opinion, legal pages should always open in a new tab. Some people, this is honestly opinion based, but I would prefer it open in a new tab so that way they can exit out of the tab or switch back to their original tab. Some people say that you should do it in the same tab so that they can just click the back button on the browser. So, however you think is easiest to funnel people, I think that that's what you should do. And then the only thing I would do here is the link color. Like if you scroll down I would change that to whatever your brand color is. So obviously not like yellow, like you want to, whatever your brand color is, it has to look good on all backgrounds, dark backgrounds, light backgrounds. So just change that. And then in terms of the font sizing and stuff, you can go to the advanced settings. Um, and you can like make them bold or not bold or center them or move them to the left. If you want 5 links instead of 3, you actually have to change it here. Um,
Hmm.
and you can only do up to 5. So yeah.
Cool.
Yep. So once you have your logo and once you have your colors and everything, come in here, make your header, make your footer, save them as templates so that every time you make a funnel, you can just throw them in and it's super easy. And
Awesome.
by the way, once you save a template, so you just saved your header and your footer, once you save them, if you make any changes to these two, it's not going to update the template. So you'll have to make a new template.
I see.
Yeah, this is one of the things that they updated with ClickFunnels 2.0 that, makes it a little bit easier to use, but ClickFunnels 1.0, in my opinion, is it's easier for like speed of testing.
Gotcha.
So let's save this and then exit. All right, so that was like the whole initial setup, like starting from scratch, understanding the sections, rows, and elements, setting up the legal pages, and doing your header and footer.
Dope.
So now let's get into setting up an ebook offer, and actually building a funnel to give away an ebook for free so you can start collecting emails and funneling people to your socials and stuff like that. So I'm going to send you another template link.
All right.
Which the overall style of this template is what has performed like the absolute best for me. Like I've been doing it since I just got started with ClickFunnels, and like more times than not, I get a 50% plus opt-in rate when I do, a decent offer and I use this as the opt-in page. Obviously, if your offer sucks, there's no page that's going to get you a good opt-in rate, but um, this overall style, like there's going to be an image either on one side, and then the other side is going to have the actual opt-in. Yeah, view funnel.
That's the other one. This one's still at 10%.
Okay. So yeah, one side's going to have a picture of the digital product, which is going to be a video or an ebook or something like that. And then the other side is going to have like a headline, a sub-headline, and the opt-in information. So you can see on this one, I did the picture to the right, text to the left. You could do either way. And you can also do any variation of this that you want. You can see that I have 2 variations. If you hit the previews, one of them probably has information below and the other one probably doesn't. So I think this is the one that does. So if you scroll down, there's table of contents. And then the other one, it's either the same thing or it's slightly different. Um, okay, it's same thing, whatever.
Yeah. Looks like you added this headline.
You can split test different things. And now that you're taking a template, you still want to go through the normal routine of like modifying all the settings, picking your domain, making sure that there's no code in the page, changing all the URL paths. Like you can see the URL path says opt-in to DDOQ. Like you still have to go through and do all the same stuff that you would do if you were creating a funnel from scratch.
Gotcha.
Same thing if you click edit page on one of these, you want to go and change the SEO metadata and change the font and hide the affiliate badge. Like you have to do all that stuff every time you make a funnel.
Gotcha. But that's pretty cool.
So yeah, this is already built out. Like I said, all you have to do is just click the elements to modify them. And you can replace them with whatever you want. You can add new elements. Like you can see that I have the Team Primitus logo above the text. You can just get rid of that. Like if you don't want to put a logo there, you don't have to. You can just get rid of it. You can change the text. This mockup right here, the way that I make the mockups is I go on this company called Place It. And there's another company. Let me find. It's Media Modifier. So Media Modifier, in my opinion, is the best one, especially when it comes to like simple ebooks and putting things on computers and stuff. So once you have the raw picture of the ebook cover, which I'll cover how to do this in the ebook training, but you basically just upload it here. Like if you go to the left, go to iPhone. Like you can put your book cover on an iPhone so it looks like somebody's like using it. And then I always delete the background, and then that's like the picture that I put on the opt-in page.
Dope.
So you can get really creative with these mock-ups and stuff, which if you're doing ebooks and courses, use a mock-up every single time. Like do not be the guy that's, being lazy and just putting up a random picture of, just like a box image. Like go through Media Modifier and look at how many sick templates there are that you can pick from. Like there's no reason to have boring product images for your course, trainings, ebooks, like any of that stuff.
Cool.
So let me go back to my notes here.
Sure.
So we already covered like most of the funnel basics. Obviously, there's a lot that we can get into with modifying elements. If you click the button, the send it now button, I can go through like some of the settings that I use. So obviously text, subtext. I almost never use subtext. You can change the font, the size. You can change the mobile size. Most of the time, the mobile text is going to automatically optimize. So you don't need to change this, but like when you preview it on mobile, if the text looks too big or too small, you can actually change the size on mobile and have it like you could have it be bigger on desktop and smaller on mobile, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And then if you scroll down a bit, you're gonna see um, go to the button settings again. The text color and the background color, self-explanatory. And then another feature that makes this version of ClickFunnels really, really good, in my opinion, which you can also do it on ClickFunnels 2.0, but it's not as easy, is mobile only and desktop only. Like, let's say that you wanted a blue button on desktop and a red button on mobile. All you have to do is duplicate this button and make one of them mobile only and the other one desktop only. And I wish that more platforms did this. Like if Shopify did this, it would make things super easy. And there are ways to do it, but again, it's not as easy as ClickFunnels makes it. So yeah, now you have a red button there and a blue button on the phone.
Yeah, that was mad easy.
Yeah, and there are times when this is really helpful, especially with spacing, like padding. Like if there's too much padding or not enough padding, you can do more spacing on the computer, less spacing on the phone. And then if you go back to the button settings and you go to advanced settings, this is where all the juicy stuff, like this is where you're gonna have to really sit and start messing with it and just like build the skill of being good at ClickFunnels. So this is where you're going to be able to add, do your corner sizing, to add a border, add a shadow, change different text settings. And these settings are different for every element. So these are the button settings. There's going to be different settings for an image, different settings for text, different settings for input forms. Like if you go click the input forms where it says like your first name and you go to those settings,
Where is that?
it's the forms where they put in their email and their name.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so if you go to those settings and then you go to advanced, it's going to be completely different.
Wow. So there's a lot of intricacies between what element you're using.
Yes, and then you can see that for something like this and the button, if you go to settings, just the regular settings, um, it should be in advanced actually, now that I'm thinking about it. There should be an icon. Yeah, icon, name icon. So here, it looks like this, but if you go to the button one, because these are like presets, which it's only because it's an intake form. Like the icons for the button are going to be way more flexible. Like you could pick any icon that you want,
Oh,
uh,
wow.
and you can search up. Like if you could put an arrow there, you could put, it's an ebook, so I have a picture of a book, right? Like it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, like 20 different books.
Yeah, so you could do this for like any buttons. You can also add icons to the beginning and the end of text. So if you wanted, it's kind of like emojis, but these are a little bit better than emojis. Like I wouldn't put an emoji on a button because some website browsers and some devices will not support that emoji and it could crash the whole thing. So I just recommend using icons.
Cool.
Yeah, so basically the plan with something like this is, let's say that you fill this all out with your whatever. People are going to be able to come here, put in their name, put in their email. You can collect their phone number. Obviously, the less you ask them for, the higher your opt-in rate is going to be. And then once they do that, click the back button and just don't save because we don't really do anything. Go to thank you and then click edit here. So this is what makes it a funnel. So they're going to give you their name, they're going to give you their email, and then you're going to funnel them somewhere. So the goal is always step 1, step 2, step 3. There's always a step, there's always a process, there's always a funnel. So for this, it's like step 1, not obviously the step book is like the ebook will be sent to your email. Check all email folders and spam. I always add that in. And then step 1, DM me on Instagram. Like this is furthering pushing people down the funnel. Like, I really want people to DM me on Instagram because it creates a conversation. They usually follow me and watch my stories for the next, 3 years. And if I can open up that communication right away, I definitely will. And then step 2, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, every single business has a different funnel. Like you might want somebody to get your book and then subscribe to your YouTube and then DM you. So you have to figure out like what's the best way to funnel people and direct people. And you can see I also have a call to action below the video. So I don't 100% remember what I said in this video, but I don't even know if it's still active. But it was probably like, hey, check your email. You just got the book. I'd love to talk to you, or if you have any questions, DM me on Instagram and I'll help you out. Something along those lines. What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for downloading my ebook, and I hope that you are excited to read it. So,
Fire.
yeah. So, and then if you scroll down, not only do I like to email them the actual delivery, I like to put the actual delivery on this page. So, download ebook. And then I also give a little bonus. I made an audiobook version, which in more complicated funnels, you could upsell the audiobook version for like $5. And then that could be like a paid upsell. But in this variation, I'm just giving it for free because this is the kind of funnel that I would call a Goodwill funnel. You're basically getting people to, enter your world and you're showing them like, here's a ton of value. And I'm trying to build goodwill with you so that you look at me like an authority, and you kind of take my word with respect, and follow me and like just basically come into my world. So, in my opinion, if your goal is to build goodwill with people, you never want to ask them for like money or anything like that on the front end. It's okay to do it on the back end. Like if they DM you and they want coaching, sell them coaching. But on the front end, it's like we're running ads to this funnel to build goodwill with people and build our audience. So we want to give them as much value as we possibly can, without asking for anything in return, because that's what's going to build the brand, right? Like that's what your brand is. That's people like, holy shit, Bruno's such a cool guy. He gave me all this stuff, didn't even try to sell me anything. He's so dope. And that was kind of my strategy. So,
Awesome.
but yeah, once you put this together, drive traffic to it. Like you got to run, you can post it on your Facebook page, send it to all your friends. You can run ads to it, Facebook ads, Google ads. I personally prefer Facebook for like just testing and getting an overall view of like how a cold audience would react to it. But yeah, that's basically your first real funnel is, a Goodwill funnel, basically building a free digital product based funnel where you're just getting people to enter your world. And obviously the goal is to get people, or in my opinion, the goal is to get people on this page opt in for $1. Like anything under $5 is great, but as close to $1 as possible. Like when I was scaling my Goodwill funnels, most aggressively, I was getting like $1 to $2 cost per opt in. So, if you're spending $100 a day, that's 100 people a day that you're building goodwill with, basically. And I can tell you that that was 6 years ago. Getting a $1 per opt-in today is going to be pretty hard, but it is still doable. Like a funnel that I just released, maybe 6 months ago, I was consistently getting a $2 cost per opt-in on, like a very similar offer to this, like an e-commerce ebook. So
Awesome.
Cool. So that's, and obviously you know how to fill all this stuff in and customize it to your ebook and all that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. It just takes time, which sucks, but whatever.
Well, the template saves like 90% of the time because I just have to go here now, change the logo, change put in my header, which I already pre-made, and change all the links.
Yep. And then you can see how my header is made here, which for the most part, I use a different header for every funnel because like if you look at the first page, there's no header. Like usually on an opt-in page, you don't want a header, but there should still be a footer. And the footer should be the same on like almost all of my funnels, like logo, and then I have the links below it, and then I also have the, all rights reserved contact. You should also put a contact email, by the way, for Facebook ads. But yeah, you can model all your stuff on this. It's another benefit of the funnels. Um, cool. So let's go into doing the actual paid service funnel. Since we already pretty much covered everything about like how to set up a funnel and change all the settings and stuff, this is going to be pretty quick. And also assuming you already have the name of your service, the result they're going to get, the deliverable, and the price. So just have that somewhere nearby. Honestly, we don't even need to do it together right now, but let me go and get you the template that I have for my paid service.
Cool. While you're doing that, I'm gonna grab a drink. Be right back. Yes, sir. Did you send it?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
I had to go find it.
No worries.
So this is a template. I just sent it.
Got it.
So this is a template that I've easily made over $1 million just selling coaching with this style of sales page. The thing is, I never actually send traffic directly to this page, directly to this funnel. So I'm always sending traffic to the opt-in pages, like those types of things, and then I funnel people to reach out to me directly or schedule a call or fill out an application. And the only way that people really see this page, like the actual website where they buy stuff, is if I'm selling it directly to them. Now, this is going to vary like depending on the business. Like obviously with viral e-com ads, we promote the shit out of that website and we don't do sales calls, we don't do applications, we don't do any of that stuff. So it depends on the business, but just so you know, this entire website, like this entire sales page is basically my sales script in website form.
Mm.
So whenever you're doing like a sales page for a course or an agency service or coaching, it should literally just be a sales script in a website form so that as they're scrolling down the website, it's like you're on a sales call with them and you're taking them through the script. So if you preview this real quick, scroll down. So usually whenever I did a sales call, I would always give them like, here's a base breakdown of like how e-commerce works. There's four main aspects, right? Product research, store building, ad creatives, and ad strategy. That's it. And we obviously mastered every part of this, and that's what we go through in our program. And then after that, it's like, here's the things that we do and offer support on. Like we have, we give everybody an onboarding strategy session. We do one-on-one consulting with our students. We have an ecosystem, a community like where you can meet other people, and we also have Hello Support, which you can obviously just put whatever you deliver here. And then if you scroll down, this is like very specific deliverables. So the deliverables on the top, this is assuming they buy like the highest package. This is everything that they get.
Wow.
Does that make sense? And it's
Yeah.
also a mix of pure deliverables and results. So you can see that one of them is full access to AdAscend Academy course, right? But
Yep.
then another one is learn how to generate free cash with organic marketing. So these are two different deliverables. One deliverable is like, this is just what it is. And then the other deliverable is like, here's what you get from it. And I would recommend using both of those types of deliverables in your sales pitch. If anything, where you say, what do you get? I would put the results deliverables here. And then where it says packages, I would put the actual deliverables in the packages.
I see.
So you can say like in the packages one, it might say intro call, but in the one above it, you might want to say like, dedicated call to make sure that get started on the right foot. Like what's going to come out of that intro call is what you would put.
You mean up here?
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense.
So in the packages, you have intro call, and then in the what do you get, you have like what they get out of the actual deliverable.
I see. So like the benefit of the deliverable.
Yep. And then
Cool.
if you scroll down past this, this is where, it's after the price, after they see the price, after they know the offer. This is like further going into if I join today, what does the journey look like from start to finish?
I see.
Yeah, and when I'm doing sales calls, like I would literally be doing what you're doing right now. And like as I'm selling them the program and explaining it all to them, I'm just scrolling down the website. Like it was literally my sales pitch. Yeah, and then obviously testimonials and stuff at the bottom. And you can customize this however you want. Add your own testimonials, videos. If you only have 5 steps, you can change the way it all looks. But this is like a proven sales page and a proven sales script, I guess. Like the script was not exactly following this website. I maybe at the time that I built it, it was, but like if you built a coaching program and followed the same structure for your sales page, it'll work. Like you don't have to question like, oh, is it my website? You know what I mean?
Cool. And I see you have a header here with some links on it.
Yeah, so since this is like a sales page or like a home page kind of for my coaching program, I do have navigation. Like this, like I said, I don't send traffic to this funnel. I just personally send it to people. So if you go back to the ClickFunnels funnel, these are just other pages inside of it's either a scroll thing where it'll scroll to that section of the page, or it's a second page inside of this funnel.
And the scroll thing is where you use that hashtag thing, right?
Yeah, so if you click the navigation settings and then go to the packages one, it's like hashtag scroll and then the name of the section.
Wait, how do I find the packages? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yep, that hashtag. So that makes sense now. So
Yeah.
that's basically something you built into this funnel page already, and it just takes them there.
Yeah, and the way that you figure out like this is actually really good to cover. The way that you figure out what the packages thing is called is like if you click out of this and then on a green section, click the settings button, and then you see the little hashtag in the bottom right. Click that, and then title it like section 135 or something, and then just click update, and then save and refresh the screen, and then click edit the navigation again. So I think because you put spaces, it's not actually going to work.
Oh,
But in a normal world, don't put spaces there. And then you just do scroll, dash, and then put whatever it is. But it has to be the section.
oh, I see. So it has to be here.
Yes. You can do it to an element, but again, it's like it's too complex. Like it's not even worth learning how to do it.
Right.
Like just scroll to a section if you have to, and then just call it something easy. Like I called mine packages, and then I did scroll to packages.
I see. So now anytime, so I can link any button to scroll to any section by just calling the name here.
Yeah, and you would do hashtag scroll dash packages, or and packages is the name of the section.
Got you. Oh, I see. So that would scroll to this section here.
Yeah, so one of these, it's either the green section here is called packages, or it's one of the blue sections. It's one of those. Yeah, so it'll scroll right down here.
That makes sense. I think I fucked with it, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, or they changed the way that the code works, but they haven't updated ClickFunnels in forever, so.
Gotcha. Very cool, man. So I can basically copy and paste this and just put in my offer here.
Yeah, so this is the sales page, and then you're gonna have the order form page, and then a thank you page. There's two other pages that we have to cover. So go back. So this is like an overview, like here's all of our packages, here's what we do, here's how we help you. And then once they click a package they want to buy, it's going to bring them to the sales page, which this has to be an order form page. Okay, so you see how it says MISC under sales page, and then under DWL it says order.
Yeah.
So in order for people to buy from your website, it has to be an order category. And this is annoying because if you build, like there's been times where I've built like entire very complex order forms in like a miscellaneous section,
Yeah, the
and then
garbage.
you have to trash it. Like you also can't save that as a template and use it in an order form either. So just make sure that you use it with order. And the way that you do that is if you go back to the funnel and click add a step on the bottom. Normally I'll go to miscellaneous. You can call it just test. Test is fine. Normally I'll go to miscellaneous and then blank, like what we did in the beginning. But for this one, we're going to go to sales and then order form. And then you have to click one of these templates. In my opinion, doesn't matter which one, but click one of the templates. And then it'll be labeled as order and it'll give you access to all the order elements. Because if you do miscellaneous and then start from scratch, it's not going to give you access to any of the order elements.
I see.
Yeah, see how this one says order now?
Yep.
And then people are like, oh, I want to start from scratch. I don't want to use a template. Well, create a variation.
Here.
Yeah. And then, never mind.
Fuck it.
What I've always done is just either use the template that you selected, or just go in and delete everything and start over manually, I guess.
But at least that way you know you have an order form available to you on that page.
Yes. And that's how you accept payments and stuff. And that's the only way to do it.
I see. And it's also easy to tell because it has a little cart here. So basically, I couldn't accept any payment on any of these pages because it's not the right type.
Correct.
Got it.
Cool. So click the DWL and you can see how I changed the names of these to match the package and basically say what it is.
Yep.
Organization, very important when you're building funnels. But go ahead and edit this page. I do this in the same way that I do the opt-ins. Text on one side, opt-in on the other, right? With this specific one, I did deliverables and benefits. So pretty much what I explained to you earlier, these are the specific deliverables on the top and then the benefits on the bottom. And always, always, always on the sales page, you need at least the deliverables because you don't want people coming back like, oh, I didn't know what I was buying, or you said it was, or when I bought it, it said 9 calls instead of 8, and I've had people say shit like that, and I always am just like, bruh, it's right on the order form, like you can't miss it. And then I
Cool.
believe if you look at this footer, I believe it's a little bit different. Like it has the earnings disclaimer. Sometimes I have the earnings disclaimer, sometimes I don't. It depends on what the funnel is. But yeah, I would definitely recommend, making one of those. And you can read the template that I sent you. It's
Cool.
very like personal and stuff. It's definitely probably not legal and probably not the best template, but it's good enough for me to make millions of dollars. So
Then it's good enough for me, my boy.
yeah, so scroll down a little bit. You're gonna see that there's very normal inputs. So full name, email address, phone number, those are just normal inputs. But if you look at like hover over the address one, this one is actually an order form specific element. So if you click on it, you can customize all these settings. And then the one below it is also order form specific. So and then the card number one as well. So like basically when you're modifying like an opt-in page, you are not going to be able to add the credit card number element into that page.
I see.
Yeah. So and then if you click the orange plus, you're going to see the order form elements are all like nicely separated at the top.
Wow. Very nice.
Yeah, so whenever you're building an order form, I recommend using all of them, like try them all out, see what you like best. Like some people do it the way that I'm doing it here, and some people like to do the two-step order form. So it just depends on, whatever you prefer, however you want your website to look. Um, There's one more thing that I have to show you on this page. You can exit out of this. Everything else is the same, by the way, like all the settings and modifying the text and all that. Go to products. So this is also new. When you set it as an order, you create a product.
Oh,
Yeah, so this is where you're gonna make the actual products that you sell and set the price and like all that stuff. So it's actually not gonna let you do it because you don't have Stripe connected. But once you have Stripe connected, you can set your product name, the price, is it a subscription, whatever it is, and then you can set up a fulfillment email. You can do affiliate program and follow-ups and all that stuff. But for emails, just use ActiveCampaign. You can set up the add to list, like all those integrations. And if you need help with any of it, obviously we can hop on if you need more specific shit.
appreciate it.
But yeah, you set up the order form so that they can give you, I would highly recommend collecting billing details. You don't need shipping details, but you need a billing address and then credit card information. And then you also need the descriptor so that they know what they're buying and what the price is.
And that's basically everything that you have here, right?
Yeah, so you need email, billing address, the item thing.
This?
Yep, and then the card thing, and then a button.
Cool.
You can
And
just
do you have to take their phone number? Do you think that adds friction to this at all or no?
it does add friction to it, but with our funnel, it depends. It's up to you.
Is it more something you would do with high ticket as
Yeah,
opposed to low
yeah,
ticket?
yeah.
Like, you're not going to call someone to close them on a $20 course, right?
Right.
Right. I see.
Full name you should also take as well, but whatever.
Yeah.
All right,
Cool.
so we covered the products and then the thank you page. I want you to go look at this thank you page because it gives you some things to like keep in mind when you're making a thank you page for an actual physical product, or not a physical product, a paid product. So same thing, step one, step two, step three. Here's what you do now.
Awesome.
Very, very simple. And this is going to be different for everything. Like if you have a course, you're going to put the link to the course here. Sign up for Addison Academy. That's the link to the course.
Okay. So this gives them access theoretically.
Yes.
Got it.
And yeah, that's pretty much it for setting up your actual sales page, your order form, and your thank you page. Are you going to be selling a course?
Yeah. Can I show you what I have so far?
Yeah, let me see.
So the course is done, but I built it on, how do I get this thing the fuck out of here? Okay. I built it on the old Clickfunnels, which I think I have here. Yeah. And obviously, I'm going to find a different website to host the course on because I'm going to be canceling Clickfunnels 2.0. But I guess my question for you is like, where should I host this course? It's got different modules, and each module has takes fucking forever to load on 2.0.
I mean, the 2.0 course hosting it's like really good, but you need to be fully committed to it. And I don't like that aspect of it. The ClickFunnels 1.0 course hosting is actually really good and easy to use. It's not, I will be honest, it's not the best for like paid courses because it's easily shareable and um, it doesn't track like if somebody shares their login and they log in from a different IP. In my opinion, once you start making money, Teachable has been the best course hosting platform for me. And you can use Zapier to connect ClickFunnels with Teachable so that when they buy from your ClickFunnel, they automatically get added as a student and they get their login information sent to them, right?
I see. So you're thinking
But
end game for
Teachable is like $100 a month minimum. So what I would recommend is for now, host your course inside of ClickFunnels 1.0. It's a bitch to make, and it's probably going to take you like a long time, but it's worth it and it's super easy to use. And I'll show you right now how to do it. And then once you start like getting more developed, like before you sign on like 1,000 students, move it to Teachable.
okay. So after like I make a couple sales and I prove the concept.
Yeah, like if you know that it's something you're going to do for a long time, I would recommend moving it to Teachable. And then you can integrate it very easily and stuff. But like, dude, if I'm just like testing an opt-in to like a free course, I'll just whip up a course in ClickFunnels 1.0. It's a perfectly fine place to host it.
All right. And
I
that's
also I also use it as a place to host courses and trainings for internal employees.
wow. And you can do
That's
that all through here.
Yeah, so that's how easy the ClickFunnels 1.0 system is. And the reason it's that easy, I'll show you. So go to ClickFunnels and then you know what? I actually have a template for a course as well. So let me send that to
Let's fucking go. My boy's hooking me up.
you. I have all the templates. They're all going to be in the course once I make it. Uh,
Cool.
so this is called a free course bonus template because this is like a separate course that is made to be given away for free. So if you're going to charge for the course, you have to paywall it. So you're just not going to give it for free. That's basically all that means.
Basically, I just put the link to this at the end of the thank you page, right? To give
Yeah,
them a
so this course is going to be hosted inside of its own funnel. Like it's going to be a separate funnel entirely. If you're selling a course, I usually build the course inside of the same funnel as the sales page, the order form, and the thank you page, right? So this one's just going to be separate from the main sales funnel, which is okay. Like honestly, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
So this is what a course funnel looks like inside of ClickFunnels 1.0. It's very confusing. So let me explain it to you. There's three different elements. There's a sign up page, there's a log in page, and there's the actual course members area. And I'll show you how to modify each of those right now.
Sign up page. Did you say sign in page?
Yep.
And then course member area?
Yep. So
Honestly,
go back to the funnel editor.
that's not too bad.
So let's say that you didn't have this template and you're just making a course from scratch. Add a new step. Call it a sign in. Sign in slash sign up. Do that. Sign in slash sign up. And then create funnel step. And then we're going to go to membership in the templates and then do member access. And just click any of these, doesn't matter.
It's like
So
a sign page.
same thing as the order forms. You have to make it in this way. You see how it says membership access under the name? Like it's a completely different type of page.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so you have to make it with a template that way.
Okay.
And then, so this is going to be how you customize your sign up page and your sign in page. It's all done on this.
On the membership access page.
Yeah, so go ahead and delete this one because I just wanted to show you how to make it. We already
Yep.
got one because we got the template. And then same thing for the member area. If you click add a new step,
Whoops.
it's the same thing. Membership area, and then you can just add it in. And you have to do it that way as well. It's very, very specific. There you go.
And this is where I'll fill the course content in.
Yes.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, so
Wow.
just delete this one because we already have one, but that's how you would make it from scratch. So if you wanted to build the course inside of the same funnel as your order form, you would basically just do what we just did inside of that funnel.
Yep. Add new step, membership access, membership area.
Exactly. And you can also save these pages as templates, but there's no point in having a template for this because I just use the default ClickFunnels ones.
Yeah.
But there's sections, each lessons, and then if you click open editor,
Is that here?
no. Next to the lesson.
Oh.
Lesson number one, open editor. This is where you can edit and add elements. So this is the same as a ClickFunnels page. You can add buttons, text, videos, images.
So basically, if I wanted to have supporting head, it would be like supporting text. That would be like
I'll take
headline.
some supporting head.
Supporting head coming your way, my boy. So then I could just add whatever here because I have a lot of additional
Yes.
words.
Yep, there you go. And you can do that for each lesson. Now, if you click the back button or the exit button from this, and it is like a little bit limited, you're gonna have to mess with it because it's not as flexible as the full page editors. But click the open an editor on the top. So edit membership design. This is going to be for the member area. So this is where you're going to put your logo. You can choose your navigation in the top right. And you can also, like that section in the middle, you can't edit that. Like
What's
example of a lesson headline, like try to edit that. It's not going to let you.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, so that part you actually edit inside of the editor that we were just in.
I see. And it kind of edits it for the entire section, like
Yeah,
the
so
entire.
the middle, the body part is dynamic. And then this is just the design of it.
I see.
So like if there's like a piece of text like thank you that you wanted to show in every single lesson, no matter what, you can click the orange plus on this, like scroll down, click the orange plus, and then add a headline and say thank you. And that'll show on every single lesson.
I see.
And then the little download MP4 video thing, that's inside of the actual lesson. So that's only going to show for this lesson, but you can't edit it here because you have to do it in the individual lesson.
Okay. And what if you have like additional resources for them, like PDFs for them to use? Like I have a lot of lease templates and eviction
Yeah,
templates.
so if it's a PDF, go into upload it to Google Drive and then get a view only share link and then put it in a button.
Oh, I see. So I would just go here, hit like add uh,
Button.
button, and then I would just,
Put the view only Google Drive share link in there.
I see. Got it. Makes
You can
sense.
also you can also hyperlink text and do the same thing as well.
Yeah, I could just do it on a text down there. I see.
Yep. So this is where things get confusing and a lot of people get lost when it comes to ClickFunnels 1.0 courses. There's three different pages, okay? The only way you can get to the actual course is if you log in. In order to log in, you got to create an account.
Okay.
So the link that you send to people to create an account is the secret sign up URL.
Brother, I'm gonna write that down. The link that you send to people so they can create an account is, what is it?
The secret sign up URL, and it's right in front of you on the page. If you look, it's right to the left of the open and editor button. Secret sign up URL. For free access, send them here, right?
Ah,
Yeah. So like let's say you sell the course on a different page. When you email them their deliverable, that's the deliverable. That's the link you give them.
but it's easily shareable. That's what you were saying before, right?
Yes, it is easily shareable. And I'm sure that there's a way to manually add them as a member and send them there, but I never messed with any of that. And I just always gave them the sign up link.
Yeah, I mean, your course is, if it's not free, it's relatively cheap anyways, or it's
Dude, I
included
mean,
with the
bro,
pack.
I had like 2,000 students and I never had issues with people leaking my link. Like, I think if you get, and this is why I said switch to Teachable because Teachable doesn't have this issue.
I
But if
see.
you're like going viral and you're getting like tens of thousands of students, I think people will start leaking it. But like, you can make millions of dollars, it's fine. Just like,
Yep.
and then the login URL, this is not going to let somebody make an account, but it will let them log in.
So
So
basically, uh, dun dun dun.
the create an account URL should only be sent as the deliverable. And then if you're putting like on the sales page, you can put like a login button so that your students can go to your sales page and log in from there. You put the login URL there.
I see, and it'll just direct them right to that page. Makes sense.
Yes. Yeah. So you can share the login URL publicly all you want. It's the secret
Cool.
sign up one you only share when they pay you.
Okay,
Then if you go to opt in on the membership access, like go to modify that page.
like this one.
No, to the left, like click opt in.
Oh, opt-in. Got you.
I mean, it should be called like signups, sign in. If you edit the create your account section, so see how that whole thing is one element, the whole create your account, email, password.
Yes.
Yeah, so click that. And then
Wait, I think it. Oh,
Yeah, so this is how you modify that. And then all the settings are in this one thing. So when you're creating your account, like when you send them the sign up link, it's going to show the text under the create the account settings. So you see the let's use the button for example. You see how it says login button?
yep.
So you're only going to see that button text if you're on the login URL.
Oh, but if you're on the
If you're on the sign up URL, you're going to see if you scroll up, there's going to be a sign up button. It's going to be a different button.
oops.
Sign up button. See
Yep.
that?
Create, login. Yep.
The sign up button says create your account, login one says login. And
And
it's,
it knows based on what URL.
huh?
So basically, it knows what to display based on what URL they clicked to get here, right?
Yes. And then if you go back, and then again, anything else on this page, you can customize however you want.
Yep. And I noticed you still have your footer here.
Yep.
So basically, footer everywhere, no matter what. That's one of the big lessons I've learned.
Yeah, with all your legal pages, okay. So this URL, you see like the share URL here?
This one?
Yeah, never use that.
Okay.
Like there's no reason to ever use that because you go to the membership area and then you use the login URL and the sign up URL and that's it. Those are the only ones that you need.
Okay. So this one after they pay, this one so they can log in anytime. You can put this on like your main page or whatever, right?
Yes.
On your page. Okay. Starting to understand.
Yep. And then it's all very self-explanatory from here. It's just like those key functions. Now you know how to set up your free opt-in funnel. You know how to set up your sales page, your order form, your thank you page so that you can actually sell shit and deliver what they bought.
Yep.
And then you know how to build a course now. So that's pretty much everything that you need to go out and actually start making money with ClickFunnels. And then obviously there's going to be a lot of like really specific, probably annoying things that might come up, and you could just hit me up and I'll help you out.
Bet, bro. Appreciate that. And then just so while I have you, let me ask you like what's your general play for like a low ticket course like that you don't want to give away for free? Would you have them, would you promote just that page at the end of your content or something? Or would you always try to get them to do a free thing and then retarget after they get your Goodwill page or whatever?
Um, how much is the course that you want to sell?
I'm trying to sell it for 27 bucks.
27. Okay, so it's very low ticket.
Yep. Almost like an impulse buy is what I was going for. Like people would see my shit,
Yeah,
try.
so what you could do, there's a lot of different types of funnels that you can try. And one of the books that you could read is Russell Brunson has a book series. One of them is called Traffic Secrets. He has Expert Secrets, and the original ClickFunnels book, I completely forgot what it's called, but it has a red cover.
Have a
Like,
feeling it is
oh, it's .com Secrets.
secrets. Yeah.
Like that book will show you all types of funnels that you can use to sell a $27 course.
Okay. So
And he also has new trainings, like the book called The Linchpin. That book is really, really good. But you can learn how to build these funnels through his books and through his trainings that are just free or they're like $10 books. Um, but in my opinion, a $27 course is it's like a top of funnel offer. Like what I would probably do is give away your book for free, like in the Goodwill type of funnel. And then I would offer them the paid course as an upsell or like a step one or step two after they opt in. Like step two, get this free course on how to yada yada yada, or get this $27 course.
like yeah, get this property management course 90% off now or whatever.
Yeah, but like, bro, in my opinion, I never had any success with a free course to a paid upsell. Like very little people are going to take the paid upsell. I mean, you can definitely try it for your industry and your business and your offer. But in my industry, it never worked. And in my opinion, you're way better off putting together like a high ticket program. And then any like little ebook or any little course, you're better off giving it for free and then selling to those people on the back end, the higher ticket program.
I see. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
So like instead of trying to collect $27 from like 1% of people that get your ebook for free, just give them the course to get more people to get the ebook, like give it as a bonus, or use it as the opt-in itself. And then reach out to every single person that gets the ebook, gets the course, and then sell them something higher ticket, like $500 mentorship or $1,000 mentorship or $3,000 mentorship, like whatever makes sense.
I see. So maybe instead of a free ebook, it could be free property management course
Right.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And
And
then,
what, in my opinion, what you're doing by selling like a $27, $30 course, like anything under, a couple $100, all you're doing is you're asking for something in return it's not really life-changing to you. Like $30 is not really, it could help recoup some of your ad spend and whatever, but like I said, in my experience, the take rate's so low, most of the time it doesn't.
I
Um,
see.
you get way more back end ROI out of just giving it for free and building that goodwill. Um, and then if you really want to move the needle with like selling coaching or, if you want to get to like 10K a month, it's gonna be so fucking hard to do it if you're selling courses for $30.
Facts.
Like you need to find an offer that works, at like $1,000 to $3,000. And like you could see that my main coaching program was like the cheapest I ever sold coaching for was $500, and the most expensive was like 5K.
Yeah.
And like I
It's,
said, I never ran direct traffic to the coaching offer. I always ran traffic to like an opt-in and then had those people reach out to me on the back end and follow all my socials. And then the only time that I would promote the main offer, like the $1,000 thing, was like once a month. I would open up more spots for it. So I'd do like an Instagram story post where I'm like, yo, I'm opening up, 5 spots into my mentorship. If you're interested, DM me. And then all the people that downloaded my book in the last year are probably, they go and follow my Instagram or they DM'd me some time ago. Like they're now going to see that promo and be like, oh shit, he offers coaching too. Like I got so much value out of DMing him and he gave me so much advice for free out of his books and his courses and his YouTube channel. Imagine if I paid this guy, like the value is probably really good.
I see. And then you just try to book a call from there.
Yeah, so they would usually DM me like interested, how much is it, or interested, are there still spots left? And then I would take them through my sales funnel, which is like perfect. Let me pre-qualify you a little bit. I would explain the package through DMs, make sure that they had a budget that was sufficient, and I'd be like, perfect, you sound great. Let's get on a call. Get on a call, close them, send them the sign up page, and done.
Sweet.
And that was like our whole sales funnel from cold ads to having them swipe their card and giving us $3,000 was like they went and downloaded an ebook and then they DM me on Instagram, they followed my YouTube, and then once a month I would post a promo on my Instagram story and on my YouTube, and that's how I funneled people. So if I got like 10,000 people to download my ebook, maybe 1,000 of those people will go and follow me, and then maybe 100 of those people will see the promo, but then the conversion rate, because I have so much goodwill and there's so much time and so much content and they're spending so much time with me, like the conversion rate on that is high enough to make up for all the money I spent to get the 10,000 signups.
I see. That's really smart.
Yeah, so it's a very trust-based long-term funnel. Like I would have people join my coaching today that heard about me through an ebook download that I ran on a Facebook ad like 4 years ago.
Wow.
And
And you're
that's
spending like between $1 and $3 per person that downloads it, right?
Yeah, I think I spent a total of about $200,000, $250,000 on ads over 4 years, for ebooks and these types of offers. Obviously, I made all that back as I was doing it,
Yep.
but I built an email list of about 60,000 people with that. Actually, it was closer to 80 because all the unsubscribes. It was like 60,000 at the end of 4 years after I had a bunch of unsubscribes. So
Fair. And
yeah,
when you say, like you promoted your mentorship on YouTube once a month also, what did that look like? Because Instagram story, I understand you're walking outside in Arizona, you're like, yo guys, I got 5 spots, I'm opening it up. I remember seeing them a few years ago, by the way. Funny that you mentioned that, but what do you mean when you're promoting it on YouTube?
yeah. So basically, whenever I did a promo, I would make a video that's like, let me see if I can try and find one.
Sure.
But I would make a video that's like a very aggressive title, like how I did $1,000 a day, like something like that. I think this was one of them. Experience and work with me directly and let me help you. Schedule a call using the link in the do have spots open in my product testing agency where we give you products, build your store, run your tests, and scale for you once a winner is found. So if you find that this one's like, if you go to, I'm actually going to send you a couple videos.
Yeah.
So let me get the share link with the start at. So there's a couple different types of promos I did in my content. So the first type was this, which this was like a normal YouTube video, and I basically did a section like an ad. There. Yeah. So it was like me showing an ad of me in my own video.
I see.
Like in the middle of the video, I was just like, "Yo, I got spots open in my agency. If you want it, come. Link is in the description."
I see.
And in the description, you can see that the first link was like apply to work with me here, straight to a type form.
Fire.
But this was not like a once a month promo. That was just a normal video. So let me try to find one of the once a month promos.
So you just sneak it in there too when you have regular videos as well. That makes sense.
So like every video would have, not every single one, but most of them would have like some sort of call to action to work with me.
Cool.
Okay, this has to be one. What is going on, guys? No, this video's too crazy, bro. Yeah, here it is. So announcement. I wonder what that could be. So this one is like full TikTok ads dropshipping masterclass, 20-minute video. This was obviously like I put a lot of effort into this. So this had to have been a promo video. So let's cover a little outline just so that you know what up to this point. So before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, I want to make an announcement. And that announcement is that we actually launched our done for you TikTok. Yeah. So this was here, I got you, bro.
Bet.
Yo, dude, these promos made so much money, bro. Like this was such a crack strategy because we would do a 3-day promo where we offered a discount or opened up X amount of spots for 3 days. And like we would make like 30, 40K in 3 days, bro. It's nuts.
Awesome.
Obviously that's when we were, pushing hard as fuck with ads. Like we had a ton of new people following me. I was also getting organic views at the same time. Like never went viral, but up to this point. So yeah, if you skip a little bit ahead, like announcement, we launched this new service a month ago. We found over X amount of winning products so far. Here's the results that our students are seeing. Here's what we do. Here's the deliverables. I'm reopening it to accept more clients. We're capping it at 60 clients. This was $1,000 a month service, by the way. There will be a discount today, tomorrow, and then I'm closing it down. If you're interested in joining, DM me on Instagram or schedule a call here.
That's sick.
And then you could see that that's like the first 3 minutes of the video.
Yeah, it's like between 1:30 and 4:15.
And then at the end, winner with TikTok. I think at the end I did like another thing, like just to remind you, yada yada's open. DM me on Instagram if you want to work. And then I actually had the schedule call in the description of this one as the second link because the first link was a PDF ebook thing of the actual course, which is great because I put the announcement in that as well.
Dope. So like when they downloaded it, they would see the announcement?
Yeah, so they would go and download the free PDF that went along with the video, and then the agency promo would be in the PDF too.
I see.
And then when I made the video, I just followed the PDF. Like it was pretty easy.
Awesome, bro.
So yeah, and then that was my whole funnel, bro. Like once a month, I'd slang one of those, and then I never said like I'm opening, I'm closing. Like I didn't say that stuff too much. It's just like I have 5 spots available.
I see.
So I did scarcity and urgency. Scarcity is 5 spots available. Urgency is today and tomorrow only.
Wow.
So urgency is time, scarcity is amount. And whenever you're doing a promo, you gotta put the fire on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I split tested, only doing urgency, like only saying that there's only saying that there's 3 days for the discount, and then I tested only doing scarcity, like no discount, but there's only 3 spots available, right? So I've tested both, and you have to do both of them.
Okay. So limited amount of spots, limited amount of time.
Yeah. And I would also recommend like the better you build goodwill, the more effective your promo will be. So if you're doing promos like every week, they're not going to perform that good. But if you did like one promotion every quarter, and then, the rest of that time you were just building up an audience and building up followers and building up goodwill, like your promo will make a lot more money. Like if I did it quarterly, each promo, I probably would have made like 50, 60K instead of 30. So, for me, because my industry is very in and out, like people will join dropshipping today and then quit by next month. I did it every single month.
I see. So you were matching the cycle for your industry.
Right. So, real estate's like a more longer term thing. So you could probably get away with spreading it out a little bit more, and doing it every month might oversaturate your audience.
So build more goodwill over time and then ask maybe quarterly instead.
Yeah. And like $100 million offers and $100 million leads touches on goodwill and like how to find that balance point.
Yeah, great books.
Unfortunately, when I was doing this, I had to learn that through experience.
Yeah, where the
Like,
fuck was Mosey
shit,
back then?
I do a promo every day. What's going on? I'm promoting every day. Like it's not working great.
Yeah,
That's why I only did it once a month because I was building up goodwill the rest of the time.
awesome, man. Well, bro, I definitely appreciate your insight. Do you mind if I ask you one more question while I have you?
For sure.
So you got mad followers, I mean, subscribers on YouTube. I think you have like close to 30K now. I've gotten a little bit of insight on like how you're getting some of those people to check out your YouTube and your Instagram. Like you're giving free value up front. You're paying for an ad to give them free shit, building goodwill. And then you're saying, step two, follow me here and subscribe here. Is that where most of your subs came from? Or like, if you could boil down your YouTube success to something, I imagine that's a major part of it, right?
Yeah, I would say it's like half and half. Um, it's like half organic and half paid. But it wasn't like you're not buying subscribers, right? Like
Right.
you're running an ads to a funnel and then funneling people to subscribe to you. Like,
And you think like half of your followers came from that? I
oh
mean,
yeah,
your subs?
easily half, if not more than half. But I do have a couple videos that got me like, thousands of subscribers alone. So, but yeah, a lot of my subs are not from actual videos going viral. They're from me running ads and like funneling people to subscribe to me.
Awesome, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Hell
I would
yeah.
say if somebody's getting started on YouTube and they wanted to sell like a coaching program, like do what I did, I would say start running ads like pretty much immediately, or it's going to take you like mad long to build an audience. And obviously building the audience with ads also kind of helps you gain traction and kind of helps the word of mouth happen when it comes to building a personal brand.
I see. Yeah, I'm learning a lot on my personal brand growth journey. It's been crazy. Like for the longest time, I focused so much on Instagram. Then I started a YouTube channel, started posting a couple of videos, all flopped, of course. And now I'm cooking up heavy based on what you were telling me. I think the next ones are going to be much better. But I never thought about the way that you showed me. Like I've always ran lead magnets, whether it was paid ads or just organic, like, hey, download my book for free or whatever. But I never thought about the secondary upsell being like, follow me. Or like, hey, DM me, let me know your thoughts, and I'll give you like I'll give you some free advice or whatever. That's
Yeah.
fucking genius.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a really weird strategy that it's kind of hard because whenever you make sales or sell a program or whatever, you can't track it back to like which ad set made the sale.
Right.
But it's just business fundamentals. It's like you're providing value to people and then funneling them to enter your world. And over time, it's always paid off for me. So
Awesome. Well,
yeah.
bro, thank you so much for taking the time to do this for me, man, and giving me the templates and everything. Is there anything else that you want to talk about while we're on together for like your video for your Q&A channel or whatever?
That's it. You got everything you need, and when I finish the course, I'll send it to you. And like I said, if anybody else wants the course, then you just have to sign up for ClickFunnels with my link, and I'll send it to you. So
Awesome, man. Appreciate it. By the way, side topic, 8 p.m. tonight my time, so hour and a half from now, I have a call with those people who I think are going to be offering us 100 grand more than what we paid for that house on Batty Street. So,
But
yeah, I'll let you know how that goes.
all right, let's go. All right, bro. Talk to you soon. It was nice talking.
Thanks again, bro.